Today is the first day of week 5 of the renovation. We have a beautiful triptych of ladders here in the area of the Maria and I call this the Nook room, and this has to do with installation of windows. One of the cosmetic challenges will be to integrate brand new siding into what we already have. These are the tall windows that we took out of the Nook room. We're not sure if there's anything that we can do with these windows, but we're going to think about it because we love to salvage things. Now we're inside, and this is a little bit of a peek at the reframing of the one window I installed. And so for this large area, it's 132 inches wide. And so what I did yesterday was I made 4 frames that should hold the windows. I've got these things with the dimension of 30 inches on the inside by 58 inches, which is a good rough opening for these windows, which are 29.5 by 57.5. If my measurements were good and everything is square, I should have a successful day. Okay, now let's talk about tools. So I have a air compressor that we picked up several years ago when we were doing our first hardwood floor. Here it is. It's a little quieter than some other air compressors. And then this is a framing nailer. Inside here are the nails. They're held together with tiny little pieces of plastic. And I guess, you know, it's similar to a stapler, but this is powered by here's air. What I'm thinking. If I'm going to hold this guy up into place and get it right where it needs to be, and then nail it, I'd just about like another set of hands. And so what I'm going to do is build a little bracket to put underneath that frame, so it can be relatively snugly in place, so I can attach it. Okay, so what I want to be able to do is operate this tool while still filming. Bang! I like this tool. Now I can bring this and set it in place. Get my frame. I think I need 2 hands for this. 2 hands later, I'm going to so I'm going to attach 3 of these things, including that one, and then I'm going to see if the 4th one fits through a miracle, and if it doesn't, what I'll do is use the table saw and rip down however much of it that I need to make it fit perfectly. So it turns out that fantastic support that I built, that I needed a number of hands to wedge it under my window frame. It's a little big, possibly because I have square issues with the huge opening. So the great news is we can look at a little ripping in action. So what I'm doing is taking off just a wafer-thin slice using the table saw, and then I'll have to flip it around to get this remaining section, and that should do it. So if I have trouble with the bigger frames, I'll be able to do that exact same thing. Okay, is this sweet or what? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I do have the framing complete, and the next step is to go to the outside, remove some of the remaining aluminum trim, and to prepare for when I make it look pretty on the outside, and put sheathing in. Then we'll be ready for the window installation.
Here we are in Western New York on a beautiful 43-degree October day. No heat in the house yet, so I'm bundled up. But we're doing some of the design today in the specifically tiling in the bathroom and the kitchen. We're upstairs in the family bathroom, which is a shared bathroom with two bedrooms adjacent. And in this bathroom, we're going to have an old clawfoot original tub. Imagine that, from 1870. And then also a nice shower and vanity and toilet. And we're thinking here of this beautiful vintage look blue tones tile as a border with some white larger format subway tile. I'm not sure about the configuration yet, but that really feels, with the light in this room, like a beautiful combination. And then on the floor, that's the color, but I'm thinking there's a large scale kind of Moroccan lantern 8 by 10 inch tile that I think will look beautiful on the floor. This is an interesting, it's a wall tile, but it has kind of a throwback feel also, although it's a contemporary tile. And it has some warmth to it. The background in the photograph looks a little whiter than it really is. It's a very warm set of colors that we're thinking about for the walls. This is the master bathroom. And then on the floors, there's this beautiful kind of spa greenish tile that we're thinking about might really warm up the whole space and make it feel like a retreat kind of feeling in the master. So here's another option. This is again the master bathroom, but it's another color of that beautiful vintage tile that we think we're using in the family bathroom, but it's more green and it's got a beautiful kind of patina gold section that we're thinking also might be beautiful in combination with white tile. And here we're going to have radiant heating in the floors, and so,
boy, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And so that's another option that we're looking at. I haven't finished up the floor yet, but we'll let you know. We're in the kitchen, which is north and east facing. You know, the lighting really affects color. And so one of the things that I do as I'm evaluating different tiles and different schemes for different rooms is putting it in the actual light that it's going to be in. It makes such a difference. North light usually makes things colder. And so here we're looking at a beautiful, again, it's kind of an antique look pattern with it looks almost like olives in the background. But we're thinking of that with this, a white or an off-white cabinet and accented with some combination. I haven't really figured out the pattern or the combination, but I really like it. It's a very warm feeling in this area, the kitchen, and we will have quite an expanse of it. So another option that we're looking at is a little bit more, it's kind of striking. It's still in the same family, but it's that beautiful tile that we talked about before in the master bathroom. But it goes beautifully with that white elongated subway tile that's next to it. And you know, we've got a wall in this room that is probably going to be some kind of feature wall over kind of the baking area. And so we'll, that whole wall there, it's going to be about 5 feet, 7 feet of base cabinets, and we're thinking we're just going to put shelves on the top because as you walk in, there's a small window to the left that we don't want to block. And so I'm trying to do some, just exploration of different ideas to make that an interesting wall.
On a 43-degree day, we're doing windows. It was 77 yesterday, and so I got everything framed, and I need Maria's help for the windows because she holds onto them inside the house, and that I can get them attached. We're a little bit up in the air, not too much, but just kind of enough to make me think that I'm a little silly to be playing with the camera, but anything for documentation. Okay, the windows are all in, and I think you all will agree that they suit the room better. And from the outside, those old windows never really went with the style of the house, and so we're just pretty pleased. And then in that room itself, it's just warmer. That's it for our week 5 restoration. And happy birthday to Matt. He's 60.